Okay, so YellowRello and JaySon, both character loyalists, right? We get the Yoshi and we get the Fox. Now, they have great synergy together. They play together a fair amount, and their team combos, from what I've also seen earlier, are very good. They have excellent handoffs whenever it comes to the 2v1 scenario. I think the great thing to keep in mind for that team in particular is their 2v1 is going to be better than everybody else that we see in this building tonight, more than likely. Because they play together so much, and both of them have strong up punishes off of up smash. And setting up into that, very simple.
Very much so. I'm looking at this, and I feel like the one bane of the red team is they require time more than anything else. With Rosalina, it takes some time to tinker Luma, put her in the perfect position where you need her to be. And with Bayonetta, whenever you're going for those combo sequences, sure, you can get a flashy 0-to-death combo, but think about the amount of time that you're leaving your teammate vulnerable during the time you're executing that.
Yeah, 100%, dude. And it's all about the synergy. Like, you want to make sure you're in that nice, comfortable range where you're right next to each other to bail each other out of those scenarios. And then when the 2v1s come, you need to be ready to go, ready to pull the trigger, ready to execute.
Yeah, I really do feel like the pressure is going to be on Green here. They want to go what I call flexible aggression, where you prevent some of these long sequences or these setups from Luma from really happening, but also have the flexibility to flip the script in case your teammate is being taken for a ride. And taken for a ride indeed was AeroLink, getting sent straight down, but a stock retribution as JaySon falls as well.
That was nothing but Mr. Freeze for the first time you had it. When you first went up the hill, you were hoping for everything. And then you realized, wait, there's no bottom. There's no second half to this. And then you go into reverse back into the Shadow Realm.
It's the second half, right? That's this talking point here, especially with Green. And just like you were saying, Neptune, you're seeing great combos coming off of them. They're able to combo so well with great positioning and great timing on their attacks. Right there. Oh! Very nearly taking the stock from JaySon. He's able to snag back onto the ledge, but right now we're seeing Red with firm control over the stage overall.
Caught him with the heel toe, just finished him off real nice and simple. And it's not about necessarily finishing him off with that impactful stuff. It's about getting just enough. That up smash was just enough to end your own teammate. Bit of friendly fire, but it happens from time to time, especially when you're so gung-ho about getting those stocks.
And actually 2 critical errors. YellowRello goes for the neutral air. It ends up getting bat within, and it makes it so he's unable to snag the ledge or even get back onto the stage itself. And that error, that turnaround just might be what Red needs to get back into this game. AeroLink and iiGGY trying to vie for that positioning. Right now, though, you're seeing iiGGY back into the corner. AeroLink, ooh, you notice how aggressive he's being off stage. He wants to use that witch twist and clip JaySon before he has a chance to make it back onto the stage.
For sure. So I feel like I see what you're talking about for flexible aggression, but I also see some high percentages here. It's not going to take much now for this game to come to a quick end.
Most certainly. You're seeing iiGGY right now having to hold onto the stock, not having a chance to do so, and now it's AeroLink in the 2v1. A great tech allows him to extend his life expectancy, but for how much longer, Neptune? Not much longer. That much longer,
That
I
much
guess.
longer. I think we could have teched those. Considering how close he was to the stage, though, I think there's reasonable doubt there that the knockback would have overwritten the amount of time that he would have had to tech. That window probably was very much gone, but we'll double check. I'm going to ask a couple buddies later.
Man, the only thing that's unreasonable is the number of follow-ups we're seeing from YellowRello. I mean, it doesn't even matter if you're on his team, against him. This man sees the opportunity, says, you know what, I'm going to put my 2 cents in. Go ahead and make that a dime.
He wants to show off the lugs. You've seen the booties. Look at those, man.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Booties?
Those
Wait, did you say lugs?
The lugs. You remember the lugs?
You mean the
Birdman?
Uggs?
No. The lugs.
The
Those
lugs.
boots.
Ooh,
Back
Das
from
Boots.
the day?
Yeah, Das Boots. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah,
I'm
Das
showing
Boots.
my age.
Your age. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit.
Those things don't exist anymore, I
Yo,
don't
who's
think.
older? Press 1 for Neptune. Press 2 for Neptune.
Oh, that's true, isn't it?
Wrecked.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I am older than you.
Yeah,
It's not by
kinda.
much. I think it's a month or 2.
I feel like it's a year and a month or 2.
Is it?
Probably 9 months or 2.
November in '89. You're a '90s kid.
I'm a 90s kid, dude.
Oh God.
Get wrecked, scrub.
Damn, that sucks. I got cooler things than you sometimes. Not always, but sometimes.
Let's talk about the cool stuff that went down in that last match. The big thing, again, was just the amount of follow-ups and the aggression that we really saw from Green. It really felt like Red overall didn't have the breathing room required to execute some of the strings that we were touching on before.
Yes.
Whereas Green had no troubles getting a single hit, converting it into a little bit more, adding on the little extra bits of percent, which really added on more and more.
But to be honest, that is really what this team is about, is getting those single hits. You're about building up percentage. You're about finding that one opening that you need after you've built said percentage. It's a linear way that you're looking to end these stocks. And often, simplicity is the best in the midst of the chaos that comes with doubles. So, we're getting a slight swap here to Palutena.
Interesting. Now, we have been seeing a lot more Palutena in the doubles format, courtesy of Poke and Ice Ninja, that beloved team from Canada. I mean, I believe that they got top 8 actually in doubles at the Big House. The main idea here is actually to have AeroLink be the finisher, especially with those up smashes. If they can set up some kind of throw combo into AeroLink's up smash, you can find those stocks being shredded decisively. Beyond that, Palutena, of course, known for having the invulnerability on her shield, so you're going to be looking for AeroLink spacing out with these back airs consistently.
Man, you phrased that just long enough for me to finish that text to Art. I appreciate you. Thank you. Now, let me break this down. With these two guys going out as far as they are, you are going to see the combo strings from Bayonetta, but the verticality is really the theme of this team overall, right? You're going to see them go up higher and higher and higher, but Palutena can capitalize with those up airs really nicely on these platforms, especially when the percentage has been built up from the combo game that comes with Bayonetta. Palutena is going to play this kind of nice support-oriented game and look for the right hits. Not all the hits, the right hits.
Oh, that's a nice hit. And continuing this string, JaySon somehow snapping out of there as we look over back onto YellowRello. For me, he was the playmaker in that last game. There was so much volatility around that single player alone, both supporting his team and sometimes hurting his team.
Man, I think both of these guys have excellent killer-esque smashes, right? Oh, man.
No, that's not what you want. Like I said, the volatility. It again continues. JaySon, in the middle of us talking, is already down to 1 stock.
As soon as you said volatility, I had to fight my urge to make a Linkin Park high voltage quote. But in retrospect, I think I made the right choice. The thing to keep in mind is both of these guys are now kind of at this sweet spot where JaySon is kind of the target to look out for, and he's going to do his damnedest to get as much percentage on the board as possible, because with him comes like a strong punish game overall. He's a smart guy. He plays patiently. Whenever he finds those hits, he'll take them. He'll react really well.
Yeah, it's a fine balance that he really has to play, because he wants to find those strong punishes that he and Fox's archetype are known for. But the issue is, with 1 stock remaining, he also has to think about conservation here. Somehow, though, iiGGY unable to conserve that stock. He's actually going to be dropping down one. This looks like a doable game, but all of a sudden those hopes might be snuffed out. YellowRello down to 1 stock here as well. Now, I'm thinking that the play here is to take iiGGY out of the picture.
No! Ooh. He could attack that. He had more than enough availability there. You have a large window there where you can just buffer tech and you'll be perfectly fine, but
you're talking about Palutena playing the support role, and I think if Yellow's going to do this, he needs to set up the one-on-one to be against Palutena and not against Bayonetta here. But that is, of course, easier said than done. There is so much punishment being dished out by this red team, and they're looking very handy to take this next game.
Particularly in these 2v1s, it's going to be all about cutting off options, cutting off the routes for escape. That is the kind of punish game that we can be looking forward to. Look at the handoff, dude. They're playing volleyball. He's setting that up. He puts it up there even higher, and then there's the dunk off the top, man. That was ridiculous. So I think that definitely shows that maybe that swap was exactly what they needed to get right back into the swing of things.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit more unorthodox, but again, it's just about having the flexibility necessary in doubles. We're seeing AeroLink playing such a slippery role overall, where he's using the warps, canceling them on the platforms themselves, and just moving around the stage so erratically, while simultaneously putting himself in these positions where he can finish the stocks with the up airs.
Yeah.
Now, we're swapping over to a stage without platforms to prevent some of that platform play that was exhibited in that last game.
So we're going to take it over to FD. So we're removing the platforms from play. And the idea here is to help prevent the verticality that came last time, right? Lower the amount of height that they have access to, make them fight, work harder to get that much higher up.
Oh, which time? But of course, on those projectiles, not going to be very effective at all. Right now, Green, For a second, I thought they had stage control, but really it was just a sandwich scenario that was set up by Red. And you can look for that a lot whenever you're seeing Green in the middle of two Red teams, and that's when that volleyball action really starts to take place.
Oh, and even there, you can see a little bit of the greed from YellowRello. He wanted to give him the snout, but, I mean, the retorts. I mean, AeroLink doing a great job also on the other side of playing that support role, but iiGGY, he knows when to pull the trigger. He knows when to say, just get out of my face, dude. Get out of my grill.
Right now just boxing out with the back airs and going ahead with the bullet climax as well. You're seeing them just hold the center stage area so well, and any signs of aggression are actually met with a counterattack from AeroLink. And now, ooh, I thought that iiGGY was going to be going for a standard combo, perhaps reading a bit too ahead in regards to JaySon's defensive maneuvers. A bit wild with the F smash, I'd say. Wouldn't you, Neptune?
Oh, yeah. Disco's not the only one that's just wild out here. So Disco's losing his mind right next to me.
A little bit.
Dude,
I could see.
Great. It was a good chat.
It's in the peripherals, for sure.
Yes. But I don't know, dude. I find that Green overall is playing smart. I want to see more from YellowRello. I'm used to being spoiled by the crazy aggression that he has. That snout is always finding its way into someone else.
You know, to have that aggression, you have to find your footing, and that's something that I feel that Green just really hasn't had in this game.
Yeah, it seems like they've been playing catch-up.
Yeah, very much so.
But, hey, I mean, it happens. The question is how can you stand to deliver? How can you find one of these guys, isolate them, put the percentage on, and get that finishing touch?
Well, JaySon definitely had the finishing touch with the up smash before, and now they have to start over again, piling on the percentage. Is this the question they're really asking right now is who's the priority threat? Do you try to focus the 2v1 aggression onto Bayonetta and just leave AeroLink in the midst, or do you go for the legs first, cut the support off entirely?
I like the idea of going for Bayonetta first. The only reason is that it affords you an opportunity to go into the 2v1 that I touched on previously, where you have such a strong punish game between the two of them. Whenever they get that opportunity, that they would more than likely catch a second stock there.
Oh, speaking of being caught, I thought that we had caught YellowRello without a chance to make it back onto the stage, but the aggression misplaced. The up smash placed perfectly, and now YellowRello down to his final stock.
This is terrifying for Green Team. They now have to make one more good decision here on how they're going to punish.
Well, did you see the decision from JaySon? He just stood there, waited for the defensive option from AeroLink, and called it out so perfectly with the up smash.
And JaySon does that a lot. He did it a lot last time, or earlier in this bracket, where he would allow his teammate to go there, threaten, and he'd be sitting in the back, waiting, looking to pull the trigger.
Yeah, Fox is definitely known for the aggression, but something JaySon is really renowned for is the aggression without pushing a single button. He just makes you feel uncomfortable with his presence there.
That weird creepy dude in the corner that keeps staring.
Yeah, you know this dude's up to no good. What's he got on his mind? An up smash for me if I roll? Yep, sounds about right.
Oh, JaySon is looking primed for it. The dash attack. Oh, wow. Is that SDI? He avoided the second hit?
Possibly. And now last stocks all around.
Oh,
JaySon.
No, it was right there. YellowRello was going to go for the up air. But it wouldn't have mattered that much. It would have been just a fair amount of extra percentage.
And with both of Green at this high percent, it's really tough to figure out who needs to be playing in the back. A large dash attack hitting JaySon, segregating Yellow, but again, his play whenever he's getting back onto the stage is absolutely phenomenal. How did he avoid the edge guards? I mean, he gets hit by the back air, but at least he's back on stage now.
Yeah, you're right. But Red has been doing so much damage. That's the big theme here, is that they've now managed to isolate the two of them. They've pulled the Offsprings combo. They've kept them separated. There's the up air. Takes them from the bottom to the top. Now we're here. Last stock situation. Percentages everywhere.
JaySon's going to have to go absolutely huge here if he has a chance. He can't afford to be getting grabbed, especially off of one of those up throw combos.
But JaySon can do it. At these percentages on the board, JaySon just has to go massive. He needs to be landing those up smashes, but he needs to do it in a position where he does not get punished himself. He's not going to get the chance to do it. The forward throw is going to cut it short. That was excellent play from both of them. Great calm under fire. Just a little bit, short on the delivery. It's okay.
We touched